Everyone in church respected Sister Mary. She was quiet, gentle, and always early. If service started by 8 a.m., she was already in church by 6:30 a.m., cleaning the altar and arranging chairs. She dressed modestly, spoke softly, and carried herself like someone who had no problems. To everyone, Mary was the perfect Christian woman. But what the church didn't know was that Mary was living two different lives. Inside the church, she was Sister Mary. Outside the church, she was someone else completely. Mary didn't have close friends in church, and nobody visited her at home. Anytime someone asked about her family, she simply said, "I'm managing. God is in control." No one knew much about her background. One Friday night, after a long prayer vigil, Deacon turned forgot his Bible. When he returned to pick it up, he heard someone talking loudly outside. The voice was sharp and angry. It was Mary. "I said I'll bring the money tonight. Stop disturbing me," she shouted into her phone. Deacon Tunde was shocked. He had never heard her speak like that. But when Mary noticed him, her voice instantly softened. "Oh, Deacon, good night," she said quietly, and walked away quickly. Something felt strange, but he didn't ask questions. Later that same night, around 11:45 p.m., a black car parked in front of a busy nightclub across town. Music was loud, lights were flashing, people were dancing everywhere. Then Sister Mary stepped out of the car. Except she didn't look like a church sister. She wore a short red dress, high heels, and makeup that made her look like a completely different woman. Inside the club, people shouted her name. "Mimi, Mimi is here." She smiled, waved, and walked to a VIP table where people were waiting for her. Mimi was bold, lively, and confident, nothing like the quiet Mary from church. This was her second life, a life she hid with all her strength. Mary didn't enjoy this lifestyle. She wasn't doing it for fun or attention. She was doing it because she was running away from her past and trying to survive. Years before, Mary fell in love with a charming man named Tony. At first, he treated her well, but later, he became controlling and forced her into nightlife to make money for him. If she refused, he threatened her. She lived in fear for a long time. One day, Tony was arrested for fraud. Mary took that chance to run away, change her name, move to a new city, and start a new life in the church. She wanted peace. She wanted God. She wanted healing. But life was hard. She had debt. She needed money to survive. She had nobody to help her. So even though she prayed for a fresh start, she secretly returned to the nightlife at night just to pay her bills. 3 weeks later, everything changed. A comedian posted a funny video from a nightclub on Instagram. People were dancing in the background, and there she was, Mary, clear and visible, laughing in her red dress. The video went viral fast. Church members saw it. WhatsApp groups started buzzing. "Is this not Sister Mary? Hey, she deceived us." Double life. Pastor Daniel called her to the church office. Mary arrived looking tired and broken. Her eyes were swollen from crying. "Mary," the pastor said softly, "do you want to tell us what's going on?" Mary broke down completely. She told them everything: Tony, the abuse, the debts, the fear, and her struggle to survive. She explained how she didn't want to live two lives, but she didn't know how to escape her situation. "I'm sorry," she said, shaking. "I just needed help." To her surprise, Pastor Daniel didn't shout. He didn't judge her. Instead, he said gently, "Mary, you are not condemned. This is your chance to start again." Mary cried even harder. She felt a weight lift off her shoulders. But the real test came the next day. Tony was released from prison. He somehow found her number and called her. "Mimi, you think you can run? You owe me. Come and meet me tonight." Mary's heart dropped. She was scared again, but this time she didn't want to go back to that life. She remembered the pastor's word. She went to the police and reported Tony for threatening her. They arrested him again, this time for harassment. For the first time, Mary felt truly free. On Sunday, she returned to church boldly. People whispered, but she didn't hide. During testimony time, she walked to the front and said, "My name is Mary. I made mistakes. I lived two lives, but I choose to start again today." The church went silent. Then people began to cry. Some hugged her, some encouraged her. Even Deacon Tunde stood up and said, "We all have something we fight silently. What matters is that she chose the right path." From that day, Mary changed completely. She joined a support group, found a better job, and used her story to help other young girls avoid dangerous relationships. She paid off her debts and became stronger than ever. The woman who once lived two lives now lived one honest, peaceful, beautiful life, and she never looked back.